is Dalton Parker, and this is my promotional tools video for Business 24-21. For this assignment, I have created an informative presentation on how to perform a complex gymnastic skill, the muscle up. Now, there are a lot of different progression sequences out there that one can use to teach how to perform a muscle up, but this is the sequence that I found for myself was the easiest to learn. So first, we're going to start with the basics. There are two different holds that we need to master before we can progress onto jumping to the bar. These moves are the hollow hold and the Superman hold. A hollow hold and a Superman hold serve as a benchmark to ensure that the athlete is flexible and strong enough to distort their body to load the most potential kinetic energy to help transfer momentum. So we're going to describe a hollow hold. A hollow hold is in the center. The athlete curves their back. The pivot point is onto the small of the back. The athlete also has to have a strong Superman hold. In a Superman hold, the athlete has to basically flex the core and lift up, and so he has strong erector spinae muscles. Once we have a strong hold, we are able to transfer motion onto the bar. Now, this exercise is called a beat swing. In a beat swing, the athlete utilizes his momentum to pull his body efficiently back and forth through the air. This will be this video. As you can see, all the points of performance of a hollow and a Superman are there. It is just the athlete has to pull themselves back and forth onto the bar. Once an athlete has a strong foundation, they're able to perform more complex movements, and these more complex movements compile on the strong foundation and also help us to sequence to muscle ups. So the next exercise that we need to develop is a chest to bar pull-up. In a chest to bar pull-up, the athlete performs a Superman and then transitions back into a hollow. Once he has reached the maximum hollow position, he pulls his body so that the chest comes into contact with the bar. Now, this step takes the longest for the athlete to develop because he's developing different strength. So he's utilizing more pectoralis and he's utilizing more latissimus dorsi to help pull himself closer to the bar. The exercise that I am talking about is demonstrated up here. As we can see, the athlete Supermans, hollows, and pulls himself close to the bar. Chest comes into contact with the bar, pulls himself down, and loads for the next progression. Once he has a strong chest to bar pull-up, we utilize that same sequence. Instead of pulling the chest to the bar, the athlete holds that hollow position a little longer and then pulls the hips high. This is known as a high pull, which is demonstrated in the video behind me. As we can see, the athlete Superman's hollows and then pulls the hips higher to the bar. Once an athlete is able to transition the hips higher to the bar, we know that they have the strength required to perform a muscle up. The only inhibiting factor is neuromuscular coordination now. So we know the athlete is strong enough to perform a muscle up, he's just lacking the coordination. So to help develop the coordination, the athlete utilizes the exercises of a box-assisted muscle up. A box-assisted muscle up is in this video here. So we see that all the points of performance, the hollow, the Superman, the high pull are demonstrated, but the athlete then utilizes leg drive to propel themselves over top of the bar. This is helping to develop the athlete coordination so that they actually know the different motions that they have to use to get themselves over the bar. Now, there is an intermediary step before strict muscle-ups, because some athletes cannot transition from box-assisted muscle-ups to strict muscle-ups. This is a resistance band muscle-up. Now, the only difference between the box and the resistance band is that there is that little elastic potential from the resistance band that propels the athlete up. There is also dips. Now, muscle-up dips are basically when the athlete propels himself over top of the bar and then he pushes himself into full extension. You can see muscle-up dips are demonstrated in the video right behind me, and resistance band assisted dips are on the next slide. So all the points of performance are the exact same, getting the athlete over top of the bar, and then the athlete has to pull their chest down and then lift up into full extension. So we'll progress on and demonstrate the resistance band muscle ups, just like I said. So the athlete utilizes a resistance band, all the same points of performance, the hollow, the Superman, the high pull, the transition. The athlete only utilizes the assistance from the resistance band. Once these are developed nice and strong, the athlete is able to perform strict muscle ups, which is demonstrated in the video just right above me. This one. You can see that all the points of performance, the Superman, the hollow, the high pull, the dip are all present. Okay, well, I hope that this progression sequence and this presentation helps you to perform your own muscle ups. Thank you for watching my video and have a good day.